Hello, everyone. Today, let's talk about how visualization is the next step in meditation. So, the first step in meditation, the kind that I'm talking about, is calming the mind. Think of the mind as the ocean. First, you want to calm all the noises, all the wind, all the things that just kind of like pop up in your head, all the words associated with ideas. You want to quiet all that. You want to be able to push out thoughts and just calm the wind. Now, when it comes to visualization and why it's the next step in meditation, is that just like the wind analogy, the ocean is a good and often used in many scriptures analogy for the mind as well. So, choppiness. So when the waters are not still, when they're tumultuous, they're very choppy. It's hard to hold anything in your head as it's hard to hold any like picture in your head for very long. That's because when you're able to quiet everything down, you still don't have complete control over the mind. The mind is still needing of some discipline. The next way after calming the mind, through breathing meditation, after calming the mind, after you do that, after you master that to some degree, maybe become an apprentice at it per se, the next step is being able to hold an image in your head. So this allows you to focus your concentration and pair it with what your mind's reflecting from the world. So just like the ocean reflects the sky, our minds reflect that which is in the world and our cravings and aversions, our attachments to it. So if you can sit there, quiet your mind, and close your eyes and just visualize a candle. And as you breathe in, the flame goes up. As you breathe out, the flame goes down. So holding an image in your mind's eye, it's something that might be hard or unfamiliar. Because it's easy to think of a quick memory, isn't it? Just think of what's a memory you had or an experience you had, but it's like a flash. It's kind of hard to hold it in your mind for more than a second or two. Visualization, if you focus on that flame, growing, getting smaller as you sit there in your meditation posture, it's not going to be easy to picture that flame in your head and hold that image there. It's going to be hard at first. It might even seem weird. And you might get discouraged at first. But if you concentrate and you keep on trying to hold that image of that flame and just watch it grow and then watch it fall with your breathing, you'll be able to hold the image in your head for longer and longer periods. This is another way of disciplining the mind because even once you quiet everything down, that'll help you in your day-to-day life. Meditation will have an effect in your day-to-day life. You'll have a calmer mind. You'll have a mind that's less stormy and less chaotic. But visualization, while calming the storm, then you get to hone what your mind is reflecting, what in the world around you it chooses to show back to you. Because the mind is not us; we're behind the mind. If you focus on visualization, even just a candle flame, in Buddhism, I remember reading a couple Buddhist books on meditation, and there are some very intricate visualizations that you try to hold. The Buddha in the center, a bodhisattva to the left, to the right, a number of lights or candles, perhaps a lapis lazuli, pools of water with gold streaks in them. Visualization can get very elaborate, but you got to start small. So if you start small with something easy to visualize or just easy to get a quick image of, and you just keep on trying to hold that during your meditation. Now, you need to be able to push out all thoughts. So this is why breathing meditation without visualization, you got to kind of get that down a little bit first. But then once you add visualization later on, you experience another effect on your life in the world. You start to get a better hold of what your mind reflects. You start to see when you have an inner thought reaction, you start to see it as another visualization that's just popping up. And it becomes one, after you practice meditation for a time, ones that you can control. Because quieting the mind is good, but then you don't really realize you have this other power to control what your mind reflects. So it's not just about quieting the mind, but what your mind reflects back from the world. And when I say reflects, not necessarily images in your head, though that can be definitely it, but thought reflections or reactions in regards to your emotions. This can help calm your emotions. Visualization can help calm your emotions so that not only can you control your thoughts, you can also control your emotions. The connection between visualization and emotion, it's a hard one to explain, but it's one that's definitely there. In a way, when you start meditating, it's kind of baby steps. But as you develop your practice, and as you develop, first being able to push out all thoughts, calm the mind. At first, you just watch them go by. You just watch these, just hear these sounds in your head. You shouldn't be focusing on anything external when you're meditating. That's why it's good to be in a quiet place, because if you hear a noise outside, then that directs your attention elsewhere. It directs your attention externally, whether it's a car, whether it's a bird chirping, then that's when your attention is broken. It's good at the beginning to maybe just watch these impressions go by, but eventually you need to be able to push the impressions out. Then visualization helps you control the reflection. And just like the mind is a mirror, our emotions are a mirror of the external world as well, based on our emotional reactions. A lot of them are so small that people don't even know that they have them. I don't, a lot of the time. When you see something you don't like, you think, ugh, I hate that politician, or I really hate that food, or that's a good smell. Visualization gives you the ability to be able to understand, wait a minute, why did I have this reaction? Because you start to become aware of the images in the form of even experience or even sensations within your mind in reaction to the world. So visualization is the next step in meditation, in my opinion. First was calming the mind, then being able to hone your visualization. Now, visualization can also lead to gateways to the divine, or other things as well. But if you focus on the candle, and you align it with your breathing, there's something about candles or something about flame that it just feels like a doorway to us, whether we realize it or not. A doorway to past human history, in a way. A doorway to all the rituals that we've done as a species, as a race. And once you get kind of a hold on visualization, to do this for quite a while, not just one time, not just two times, but many times, you'll be more open to visions of the divine. I think that I received the only way that I can really picture the Divine Mother, just in her various light form. That's really hard for me to describe, but I've described it as different variations of light. Visualization helped open that doorway to where I could not just force the visualization in my head, but after being able to control the visualization in your head, you start to be able to be open to visions beyond just what you will in your head, but what the divine is always there. And then there's an extra eye within your being that starts to open, and you can start having visions of the divine on a regular basis, rather than just summoning a vision or just, willing it to be like the candle. It kind of opens a doorway to where you can see whatever you view as the divine, whether that be a god, a spirit, a demon, whatever your vision of the divine, whatever is aligned to your heart as the divine, you can open, that door becomes open. And once again, visualization is connected to emotion, strangely. And wherever your heart lies, whatever form of God or gods or spirits or whatever, once you control the visualization, that allows you to control your emotions. And once your emotions are aligned and that's under your control, then the divine can be revealed to you after some time. And this is something that has to be done in your own personal practice. It's not something that can be given to you. It's not a power that can be given to you. It's something that you have to work for. Visualization, being the next step of meditation, also leads to doorways within. As long as your heart is aligned with whatever doorways you wish to open, whatever your idea of the divine is. So I would like anybody out there who has a recommendation for a visualization or your experience with meditation, if any of this hit home, if you have any ideas about visualization or any feedback, feel free to shoot it down in the comment section below on YouTube. I'd greatly like to see what you have to say. And feel free to give this video a like, it'd really help out, and get more traffic to the channel. But just if you know how to meditate and calm the mind, try to work on visualization that I was talking about. It's going to be hard at first, just 1 second bursts of being able to visualize something, but eventually be able to hold that visualization for longer and longer. And it doesn't have to be a candle flame. It can be an image of the Divine Mother. It can be a Buddha. It can be a spirit. It can be a variation of light. I know that for a long time I was visualizing my soul over meditating, just completely light blue in a meditation posture over an ocean and a little bit of a beach in front. And I would hold that meditation in my head while I'm breathing. I got better and better at it. Then eventually, I got what my soul feels like. I kind of opened a gateway to my deeper nature, past this physical form that is Hunter, and to what my soul looks like, how it feels, the vibration, the sound, the nature. It's hard to describe because words can't really encapsulate it, but it started with that visualization of just visualizing a light blue being over an ocean. And then I realized that I'd chosen that visualization because it's similar to my soul. And then now I can just even with my eyes open, I can look into myself. My eyes get a little bit blurry when I do that, kind of like now. And I can just see my soul and I feel this presence of it. It's similar to the light blue that I was talking about. That's kind of how it looks, but there's a whole nother experience behind just the visual. And that's how I eventually was able to really experience my soul. And that was a lot of the time what visualization we choose. It's a step in the right direction to experiencing your soul, seeing your soul, and experiencing the divine. At any rate, I hope you thought this was interesting. Like I said, questions, comments, concerns down there in the comment section below. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day.